simple. She wants somebody that's ready to have a family with her.
I mean, yeah, I mean, she might not have said it. She might not have said it, but yeah, you got a point there. But at the same time, it's just a lot of red flag. Whenever I go on a first date, it's like the last great first date I had was with that fucking white girl and shit.
Okay. And what happened with her?
She just went ghost.
She went ghost. Why did she go ghost? Did you ask her? Did you call her back?
I tried to, I didn't get nothing. And it's like I tried,
You gotta let these women know specifically what you want from the jump.
I I do. We started whatever happened to this meeting organically, starting off as friends, getting to know one. Whatever happened to that? We're living in an age. We're living in a fucking age where it's like, oh, I need a timeline. When do you want to get married? I'm like, yo, we're just
Because
out.
some women want that. And if you ain't on their timeline, they ain't fucking with you. It's very simple. This is not like the '60s when motherfuckers used to go to the soda pop shop and have a burger and a milkshake. Like this is we on social media too. That plays
Well,
a
damn,
major part also.
maybe the '60s and the '70s and stuff like maybe that was a good time for dating. Maybe that was a golden age for dating and shit.
No, it wasn't.
'Cause
That in the '60s, black people got racially profiled. You don't want that.
I'm not talking about all. I'm talking. You know what I mean. But still, I'm just saying this singles gathering and stuff like that. It was a good. None of the niggas was going up to the females like that. I was going up to the females like that and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Well, maybe you shouldn't be nice all the time. Maybe you need to be a bad boy. Let them know that daddy's in the house.
I am a bad boy, but when I am a bad boy, I'm a creep, right? Then when I try to soften, when I try, you know what? Maybe I'm doing too much.
No, nobody is creepier than Diddy right now. So you're not a creep.
I mean, sometimes, man, it's just like I don't know what these women be thinking. It's like, let me tell you a story. It's like I went out, I asked this girl one time,
Hmm.
mind you, got to know her. We talked for about a week and everything. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? I said, hey, first of all, I never asked a girl out for movies on the first date. I never do that.
Okay.
I say, do you want to go boxcar? Like it's like an adult arcade. You want to,
Hmm.
and you want to go out just to go to Chili's or Applebee's, right?
Or bowling? Do you bowl?
Bowling is good. Yes, bowling. I
Okay.
took a girl.
Okay.
Matter of fact, the one girl I took bowling, right? Everything was going right. I told her from the get go I was going to pay for the shit.
Hmm.
She said, "Let me split it." I said, "I want to pay for it." And then when we split it, she didn't want to talk to me no more. You know what I'm saying? So
Why though?
why what?
That she didn't want to talk to you after that.
That's a good ass fucking question because I haven't heard it from the bitch.
Is it because like y'all split the bill? I don't know. I don't know.
I guess so because I haven't heard from the bitch since and shit.
Was there any sparks? Anybody kiss? No. No flirtation.
Well, we had sparks and everything like that. Everything was good. We were bowling. I don't know if she got mad because I was wiping her ass on bowling. I don't know if she got mad about that because literally she sucked at bowling. I hate to
Oh
say it, but
my
she sucked at
god.
bowling.
That's what it was. You didn't let her win.
Well, if I let her win, I try to. I can't help it if I'm that good at bowling. I can't help it. I can't fucking help it, bro. I can't help it. That I'm this good in life, and I can't help it if I'm this sexy. You know,
Sometimes you gotta let them win
I
just to
tried
make
to,
them.
but bro, she just fucking sucked at bowling.
You didn't tell her that, did you?
No, I have
Okay.
class. I have fucking class, and it's just like I be thinking something's wrong with me sometimes. I hate to say it,
Nah,
but
man.
everyone right, ain't nothing wrong with you. It's like, come
You
on,
expecting you want too much, man. There's no reason why you should look at her differently because she wore joggers to a coffee shop.
bro. It's not. I keep telling you, it's not the joggers or the jogging suit and everything like that.
It was
It's
just
not.
that she mentioned her ex. It's her ex husband.
No, it was just one of the many exes because she told me I lost count on how
Hmm.
many exes she had at this point.
Oh, so she just a hoe.
I don't want to use that kind of
So
word,
I'm
but
using it. If
I
if
don't
she
want
had
to
many exes like that and she keep talking about them, what does that tell you? That you was just gonna be another one.
shit. Because a hoe is a strong word.
She was a hoe.
Shit.
If she on a date with you and she talking about her many exes, what does that tell you?
Maybe she's promiscuous.
She was a hoe.
Shit.
Let's call it like you see it. Goddammit. We're
It's
not running for
like
president here. I'm being political.
I've dated hoes before, and I've called them hoes to their faces.
So she
Just to
wasn't a
so
hoe. So she wasn't a hoe to you. What was she?
she just confused.
She's confused.
She just
A
fucking
confused hoe.
confused.
A confused hoe. Okay, makes sense.
And it's like this is why I don't. This is why I date older women. This is exactly why I fucking date older women and shit.
How old is
Older
she?
women.
How old is she?
30, well, she was like 39.
So how old you want them to be? Like 60?
Well, some of the best dates I've been to with older women was like in the 40s and their 50s
Yeah,
and
but
shit like
all the women do bullshit too. So
they do.
that the
But
age thing have nothing to do with it.
at the same time, here's the thing about older women. Younger women. The girl I went bowling with, she was 2 years younger than me, right? She's not upfront with the fuck. She's not upfront with the fuck she want. If she got mad at me over me buying over her splitting the bill and shit like that, she should have fucking said that. Mind you, the bowling I paid for the bowling. It was $40. We went half on the food
Hmm.
and shit.
Maybe she wanted you to pay the whole bill.
Well, I fucking said that. I fucking said that shit. She didn't want to. She said, "No, I got it. I got it. I got it." That's on her. That's on that fucking bitch.
Mhm.
And I hate using the word bitch, but that's some bitch shit right there. Mind you,
Age ain't got nothing to do with it, man.
you talking to somebody that was dating four women at once and shit.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? All in their 40s and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, you are.
I expect a lot from my women. I hate to say I expect a lot.
That's the problem right there. You expect a lot. That's the
Well,
problem. And the women do the same shit.
I'm a king. So a king should have what they want. I hate to say it. A
You
king
sound like a woman, man. You know what I'm
how do I
saying?
sound
You sound like them because there's a lot of women that they expect a lot too, and then when they don't get that, they wonder
well
why they lonely and bitter.
here's the thing, bro. Here's the thing.
Don't expect all that. Like nobody's perfect.
Well, let me ask you this. Let me just ask you this. Okay? Just hypothetically, hypothetical question. Let's just say you met a girl, right? And she was looking a dime. She was looking pow, pow, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Then when you actually gonna go out with the first date, she looks like fucking Mother Teresa and stuff like that. I admit,
What,
I can be no, listen, just listen. I can be superficial, I admit, but at the same time, she was looking her baddest at the singles gathering. I thought
bro?
she was a.
Beyonce, you know Beyonce don't look glamorous when she wake up in the morning, right?
I, you're missing my point, bro. You're missing my
What's the
point.
point? What's the point?
My point is, if you're gonna look good, at least have put on the effort. I'm not saying makeup all the way throughout. I'm just saying put on a fucking effort and shit.
So you want her to put on effort to wear makeup to a coffee shop?
It's not. Oh my lord.
I hear what you're saying, but I think it's just too much though, man. You know what I'm saying? It's too much. Women are not gonna wake up like that with makeup on them.
I'm not saying they should wake up with makeup. I'm just saying it's an effort. You know what I'm saying? And
She wasn't putting in effort to look glamorous at the coffee shop.
forget about if it's a coffee shop. Let's just say we're going to Chuck E. Cheese.
Okay.
Let's just say we're going to Chuck E. Cheese. I want I want her to look good as fuck. I want everyone to be looking at us like, oh, we that fucking
Salute,
couple
salute,
and all that shit.
salute, Jerry.
What's up, Jerry? I want everyone to say, oh, we down. We like doing our thing and shit like that. I always look good wherever I go and stuff like you see me and shit. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's just like The women gotta look better. The women gotta look good too. I can't. Men can always put in the effort. Women want us to do. It's a 50-50 thing. That
So
Teddy Pendergrass.
so what was you more mad about? The fact that she didn't put in the effort at the coffee shop, or the fact that she kept talking about her exes?
See, the thing is, bro, it's like I'm not saying I was mad. I'm just saying it was just like it was anticlimactic. That's the thing. It was anticlimactic. You know when you're watching a movie, you know you want to watch a movie, it's all hyped up
Mm-hmm.
and shit. And then
Mm-hmm.
when you finally watch the movie, it's not the way you thought it was gonna be by based on the trailers. I got sucked in by the fucking trailer. Is that the feature presentation?
Which was what, her pictures?
No. I mean, her picture was good, but I'm just saying this when we were talking in the singles gathering,
Mm-hmm.
I got that sharp fucking personality.
Mm-hmm.
And we got personality, walk, person, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, too, ask me some shit. Don't just keep yeah. Don't just keep
Oh, so she was talking all about herself.
Yes.
You didn't say that before though. You didn't say
I
that.
did. I did. I said that.
So
I did say
that's what you didn't like. So she was talking all about herself and that, and she didn't seem interested in you.
because when women always have the three strikes and shit. The three strikes.
What's the three strikes?
The first strike talking about an ex. The second strike was this whole shit about children. Mind you, she was talking about fucking scars after pregnancy. I'm over here drinking. I can't even drink my coffee because I just lost my appetite and shit, or lost my thirst. And then the third strike, she kept talking about herself. So three strikes, you're fucking out.
I see. So you felt like she wasn't interested in you enough.
I feel like she was interested in being with somebody, and that's always problematic. That's problematic right there. Because if you're interested in just being with me, that's cool. But get to know the
But
inside of me. Get to know who I am in the inside. You know,
yeah, she had to be interested enough to get dressed and go to the coffee shop to meet you, right?
getting dressed. What do you getting dressed? Shit.
She wore
All
joggers, okay, but she still got out of bed to go see you.
she did, and I drove over there to come see her too. I mean, like I
So what?
said,
So after what? So you didn't feel like it was going anywhere?
you know what? You know what? It got to the point I was checking out the cashier more than her.
Oh man.
I asked the cashier, hypothetically, what would you do if somebody kept talking about the ex? She was like, oh, she would have done the same thing, like not been tuned out. I
Yeah, well,
tried.
this wasn't for
I
you.
tried.
That's all.
It's like, damn. The girls I go on, and we gonna start in a minute. The girls I go out with on the first date that don't always work out. We always have a good first date. We talk about everything, life, shit, all that fucking crap. I don't want to hear about Tyrone. I don't want to hear about Chris and Neo. I don't want to hear about, mind you, her favorite singer is Chris Brown and
Okay.
shit like. I like
So
Chris Brown too. But how you don't like men, but you like Chris? She said she don't like light skinned niggas, but she likes Chris Brown. Make that shit, make that shit make sense. Like
hmm.
make that shit make sense, B. And I have nothing against Chris Brown. Chris Brown's good what he does, but it's just like I don't know, man. It's like I feel like something's wrong with me. Sometimes I feel like something's really wrong with me. And before y'all say, "Oh, superficial," you gotta give women a chance. I gave women chances. Sometimes
I think you're picking the wrong women to speak to.
I should have got that girl's number. I should have got that fucking girl's number.
No,
I
go
talked
back to the coffee shop and get her number.
not the cashier. I'm talking about in the single. Well, the single
No.
thing. There's like a coffee speed dating thing. Friday, the same company. I might give that a shot.
Hey.
I'm trying to put myself more out there and stuff like that too. But still, it's
Yeah,
just
but
like
you have high expectations just like these women do. That's another issue.
maybe it's just the African in me, bro.
The African, oh, that's what you blaming it on? Your country?
Africa's a continent. Thank you very much.
Your continent?
Because she's from the islands too.
Okay,
Homegirls from the islands.
okay.
So sometimes, African men, we always want ourselves. We always want the best for ourselves. I can't help it. I'm a
You,
king.
you,
My
you
name,
also you
my
also
name,
like to breed a lot of children too.
my name means king for a reason, bro. I gotta have the right queen. I
How
gotta
many
have the
how
right.
many how many kids you want with a woman, Reg?
If I can have one, I'll be satisfied. Honestly,
Just one? You don't want like 10, like most of them do?
no, hell no. I love sex, but I don't like getting women pregnant. That's the thing.
Okay. Okay.
That's why sometimes I date older women that went through menopause and shit because they can't get pregnant no more.
Wow.
I know it's fucked. I know it's fucked up, but
All the
hey,
women got baggage too, nigga. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Trust me, I know.
women got baggage. Yes, we'll try. I know about your adventures, your recent adventures and shit. I know, but older women, I learn a lot from older women than younger women
Stay
and
stay
shit.
away from the stay away from the married older women. They got baggage like a motherfucker.
I know, I know, I know. I've dated married women. Yeah, you act like. Trust me, I've done a lot in my years. I may be
Yeah,
young to
you
a lot of
have.
people. I've done a lot.
You was a gigolo before I was.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I was. Yeah,
I'm like junior gigolo. You're like the male gigolo. You're like the king gigolo.
yeah. I've had my times where I was not always a saint like I am.
Yeah. Oh,
Hell,
you a
I'm not,
saint? Man?
I'm
Wow.
not a saint now, but still. But we'll continue on with this after the
What,
review.
Christian? Why the fuck are you asking me 10,000 questions, bro? This nigga asking us questions like crazy.
Um, what about some fine women at the bar? Honestly, women at the bar, Q. I'm gonna be real with you. The most I'll do, I'll buy them a drink, and if they reciprocate the feelings, okay, we're gonna talk. But I don't just hit on women on the bar. 'Cause sometimes they act like so sedity, they act so sedity, and some shit like that too. And most of the time they drunk, and when they sober up, they forget who I am. They might treat me like I'm some asshole, some shit like
Be like,
that
who the
too.
fuck is you, daddy?
That's why the necklace. That's why the necklace always. When the women were looking at the necklace, like, oh wow, do you have any kids? Like, nah, I just bought this for myself, baby. Like,
Yeah, I just go around the house calling myself daddy all day.
shit. I've had it since my birthday of 2020. I still have not taken it off.
Wow. The pandemic chain. That's what that is.
Nah, it's a 25 chain because when I was 25, it's
Mm-hmm.
always simple. When I turn 50, I might buy me something as a symbol and shit like that when I
You'll be
turn
like
50.
you'll be old daddy, the old daddy chain.
Because not a lot of black men make it past 25, so I bought them as a
Mhm.
symbol.
Yeah.
So this is this.
But
That's why
you're
I
looking
have
at one that made it past 25. So
shit facts. But I'm ready to start whenever you are.
this one,
Hello, YouTube. How y'all doing? We're going to continue on this conversation after. It's your boy Reg in the building. I got my homeboy trying the building with me.
yo,
So when you guys are not watching the inauguration, just tune in some of the best hip hop content or R&B content, music content. Before I start, if you guys want to actually see some of your favorite music or movies talked about, make sure y'all throw in a donation to my Cash App, cash tag Daddy's Home 1995. You know what I'm saying? Or just DM me what you want to listen to, and I'll do my best. You know what I'm saying? We do have a donation on Wednesday, a request a review. So today's, it's funny. We're always doing the artist Sundays where somebody's in the news, and Joey Badass is in the news lately, and this is the anniversary of his first studio album. Keyword first studio album. Before the ass or before the money. This came out January 20th to 2015. It was released on his 20th birthday and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, wait a minute. I'm older than this. I'm older than this nigga. Hold on. Oh well. We both in the same year, but he's much older. Okay, I thought so. So okay. But yeah. So this came out January 20th, 2015. Mind you, this is not his first project. You know what I'm saying? Because he dropped mixtapes and compilations in the past. Like he dropped his debut mixtape 1999, which I feel like that's a classic mixtape. I think we done a review on that and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Um, he also dropped the Summer Nights tape in 2013. He dropped the Reject series. Pro Era dropped the compilation album too. I think they dropped that like 2013, 2014. So this album came out 20 early 2015. You know what I'm saying? this is when hip hop was really going through its next glorious age, which I feel like that next age of hip hop started like 2012 up to maybe I would say maybe present ish, depending on who you ask though.
Hmm.
Because 20 has some good shit, you know what I'm saying? And Joey Badass has always been like one of the bright spots when it came to that era, especially like coming out at a time when Kendrick and ASAP and Drake. Because when it came to Joey Badass, no, he was supposed to be New York's next biggest king, but then you had cats like ASAP Rocky that was blowing up and stuff like that. Insatiable, what's good? ASAP Rocky that was doing their thing, and ASAP Rocky became like the next New York's New York's grand champion or whatever. That makes sense and shit. But back to this album, I actually like this album. I'm not gonna hold you. Is it as good as 1999? Uh, it has some okay joints, but I feel like the label and stuff like that, they really wanted him to go that Kendrick route with some songs and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? Because this is around the time when everybody wanted to do a Good Kid, Mad City and some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Cough, cough, Logic with Under Pressure. But this album did have some dope joints like Me with BJ the Chicago Kid, um, Peace of Mind, Big Dusty. You know what I'm saying? If you like that, and this is the era when everybody was trying to do boom bap again, the boom bap renaissance. If you ask me, and everybody was saying how Joey Badass was like Bucks. They were trying to compare him to Buckshot
Hmm.
and stuff too. You know what I'm saying? Even though Joey Badass said Buckshot was one of his influences,
Yeah.
but I know everyone knows Joey Badass now because of Power and because of the whole Kendrick Lamar diss track and stuff like that. But this is the Joey Badass I fucking love. How did you get into Joey Badass, bro? Or what did you
With
any memories?
Waves, Waves when that came out, and just sharing the whole 1999 mixtape, and ever since everything that he came out with, Summer Nights, the Forever sex tape, and all that, and this album, All American Badass, everything he came out with, everything that they Forever came out with, CJ Fly and Kirk Knight, rest in peace, Capital Steez, all of them cats was dope. So this album was dope. Static Selector did his thing on here. The production, you had a Primo joint on here as well, and it was good. I like All American Badass better. I think that's a better album.
Same.
You know what I mean? This has some joints, but I don't know, like, and they promoted it. I feel like it could have been better.
Yeah, I
You know what I
agree.
mean?
Like it's not bad, but it was a bit underwhelming, if that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Hmm.
All right. We're going to definitely talk about this album one day. I want to actually get my hands on this album because I think the only Joey Badass album I got is All American Badass. I want to get 2000 though because 2000 was fire too.
Hmm.
Now we're going to also give you a quick look at the Billboard charts and stuff like that too because I fucking love doing this shit. You know, just seeing what the music taste was back in the day, years before I was even born, for the most part. Um, so this is actually the R&B singles. Let me see this best R&B single sales for the week of January 16th. Give me 1 second. Let me share this. 1993 to be exact. So number 10, we got Portrait with Here We Go Again. Here we go, going through the same. That's a classic joint right
There we
there.
go.
I love when they did that shit on Family Matters when they did the acapella. They
Hmm.
killed that. I need to get my hands on that album though. That album is so hard to come by. Number 9, Shanice Saving Forever for You. Never really been a big Shanice fan to be real with you. Number 8, TLC's What About Your Friends? Classic TLC song from their best album. Yes, Ooh on a TLC Tip is my favorite album from them.
Hot take.
Uh, yeah, I like Crazy Sexy Cool. Don't get me wrong, but it was Left Eye was not really present a lot because she was too busy burning down houses and shit.
Hey,
Hate to say it.
listen after Tupac and shit.
Stop. But like I said, the first two albums are my favorite, but I've always been a ooh on a TLC tip more. Number 7, Flex by Mad Cobra. I love that record. That's one of my all-time favorite dancehall tracks of all time. That album, I think Hard or Wet, some shit, Hard to Dry,
Yes.
whatever.
Yes.
Classic.
Hard to wet, easy to dry.
All the way easy to dry. Thank you. Um, Number six, Shabba Ranks with Slow and Sexy.
Shabba.
Um, I want to say that was from the Mr. Excitement album. I want to say,
Extra Naked from the Extra Naked album.
yeah, Extra Naked. Thank you. That was very good album and shit like that. That was also the peak of his crossover appeal and
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? Then we have Good Enough with Bobby Brown from number five. If it ain't good
Good
enough,
enough, baby.
I work hard. If there was
Bobby.
one if there was one song that really defined Bobby Brown, I would say is that one and
Yeah.
shit like that.
Wow.
Yeah, because like I said, it's not his best song, but he's surviving R&B and stuff like that
You,
too. So
you
that's
you wouldn't say Tenderoni or Rock with You?
Roni, one of his signature songs. I say like the best song that best describes like Bobby Brown's legacy.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes sense. But number four, Boys to Men in the Still of the Night. That was a cover track. Boys to Men at their prime era, in my opinion. Number three, Rex and Effect, Rump Shaker. Wow, that was a crossover
All I
hit.
wanna
Okay,
do is zoom, 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 and a boom, boom.
Shake Your Rump. Hot
Yes,
take. I got a hot take. That is the best ass song in hip hop history. Better than back that ass
definitely.
up.
Best rap song of '92 right there, man.
Yes,
I
I'm
love it.
not mad. I love Juvenile back that ass up, but give me Rump Shaker. If a girl
Yeah,
shakes her ass to Rump Shaker, oh,
yeah.
that's white. That's wifey. Um, Number two, if I ever fall in love with Shy, I never liked this group. I always felt like they were a dollar store boys to men
Oh Lord,
like
not a
that.
dollar store boy for men.
Y'all heard my rant years ago about this group. And that song was so they did an acapella version of that shit. I was like, come on, man, I'm not.
I like two
Come on,
songs from them. That's about it.
the one with Jay Z, right?
Yeah, the remix and that song they did from Belial's Cop 3.
Oh, I forgot they were even on that soundtrack too.
Yeah.
Shit. And last one, and certainly not least, the late, the great, the legend, Whitney Houston with "I Will
Oh,
Always Love You,"
oh yes.
like that. You know what I'm saying? Of course, that song carried her up until '94. Let's keep it a buck,
Mm-hmm.
a fucking buck and shit.
And then she dropped Waiting to Exhale in '95.
Yes, and the bodyguard was still killing it in the charts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I love looking at these old billboards. I think one day I'm gonna actually not just do the top 10. I might just go do 11 to 20 just for fuck's
Mm-hmm.
sake. I think I
Okay.
might do that for the next one. I don't know yet. All right, now back to our featured presentation. We're going to talk about Prince with 2010. This is his 35th album. Lord have mercy.
Mm.
35th album. This came out July 10th, 2010 on NPG. It didn't come out with no singles. And so it was like he just dropped this out the blue, believe it or not, which I'll get more into that in a minute. You know what I'm saying? So already from the get go, this album cover. Let's talk about this album cover and shit. Like
Looks like anime.
it does give me anime vibes and shit. It
Yeah.
does. It actually grew on me. It actually grew on me. I ain't gonna
Ray
hold
Sean,
you.
what you think about this album cover? Where Ray Sean at? He ain't in here?
Oh, Vaishon's here.
Ray
Somewhere
Sean,
else.
what you think about this album cover?
Yeah. So after the release of the Lotus Flower and everything like that too, pretty much, he did, of course, he did some touring here and there. And an interesting story around this time, Michael Jackson passed away in, of course, June 25th, 2009. And apparently, from what I looked up, they said that he was in his room for like days on end, grieving and stuff like that too. Because whether people want to believe it, if they had beef or not, there was an interview, I think Tavis Smiley or somebody did, where they talk about how Prince was calling one of his band members. They talk about Michael Jackson for hours and how much he said that despite what the media wants him to believe, he always respected MJ and everything like that too. And he even called Katherine Jackson apparently and grieved with her and stuff like that too. So
Mm.
that's something. That's an interesting Prince story right there. Um, Also, in 2010, where as we get into 2010, like I said before in the Planet Earth review, this is like Prince's breezy period and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? He had gotten a Lifetime Achievement Award in the
Yeah,
2010 BT Awards, and if you guys recognize his outfit, he actually wore the album cover and everything like that as an outfit. Which let me see if I can find a picture. If you guys, and that was just pretty much people's way of saying, "Oh, this is Prince coming out with a new album," and stuff like that too. It was no promotion, no nothing like that. He actually did the thing that he did at for Planet Earth, where he pretty much like sold the album like in newspapers and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? Which I'll get more into that in a minute. So this is the outfit, the way of him promoting the album right here and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I wish I could pull up a bigger picture, but if you guys can see the album cover and everything like that too, you know what I'm saying? So that's a little trivia. If y'all saw that shit. Um so yeah, he actually sold this album and everything like that too, like in the Daily Mirror, like the UK and Ireland um newspapers and everything like that too. Also around this time too, he pretty much was back in his dissing the internet and everything like that too, which kind of also maybe played a hand in the promotion not being that successful and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? But believe it or not, you know, he sold a good amount of copies and shit like that when he came to this album. Like I said before, he already broke ground a lot of ground up to that point and shit like that too, you know what I'm saying? So pretty much he was just dropping the music that he liked to drop and everything like that too, you know what I'm saying? So like I said, we still pretty much in his breezy period and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? This album has 10 tracks. You know what I'm saying, which is pretty short for Prince album, but it is what it is. And we're gonna get started with the first track, which is called Compassion. This beat, hold on, give me one second. This beat right here kind of definitely has like a radio friendly feel to from the 80s, especially with that light funky rhythm and everything like that too. It kind of reminds me of like Delirious. It reminds me of Delirious and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? Um, Not a bad track. I don't know if I would have started off the album with this track right here. You know what I'm saying? But not bad to say the least. You know.
yeah, it was dope. Had a nice beat, fast tempo type of track. The guitar played by Prince, the background singers, the horns on it was good.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. All right. Oh, perfect. Thanks. Shout out to John Dixon, by the way. He's gonna send me a request. He's actually gonna send me the album, which I'm gonna text you about in a minute.
Which one?
Yeah.
The road
So
one?
number no, 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 no. I'm gonna text you because
Okay,
this is an album I'm trying to get for years. Shit, but
okay.
shout out to John Dixon and
John
shit.
Dixon,
Uh,
real one right
uh,
there.
yeah. Next track is called "Beginning Endlessly." Now, out of all the songs on this album, this definitely had a more modern feel to it because
Mhm.
like a lot of these tracks was recorded like '06, '09, but this definitely had us like 20 teens, late 2000s kind of feel to it and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? This is actually one of my favorite tracks on the album. You know, nothing too spectacular, but nothing that you would hear on some of the inferior tracks that was releasing around this time too. So that's what I have to say about it.
It was good. I like the beat for this. Some nice album cut. Come on, Jeff. I
Uh,
gotta rep New York all the time, man. You know. Now see that you say that now. When I put on the jet set, you're gonna be like, "Yo, take that off."
Funny. Uh, Track number 3, Future Soul Song. Hands down, this is my favorite track on the album. Hands motherfucking down. This might be the first song I heard from this album because let me tell you something. When I was trying to, I've never seen a physical copy of this album.
Right.
Believe it, I've never seen a physical copy of this album. I don't even think to this day I've seen a physical copy of this album. And LimeWire, and this is around the time when Prince's music was not on YouTube, and so I was trying to look at LimeWire. Y'all remember LimeWire?
Yep.
That shit that fucked up.
LimeWire, Beershare, Morpheus,
That
Aries, all of
that
them. I
shit
had
that
all of them.
fucked up my whole computer and shit.
Yep. I had all of them. All of those file sharing services. Napster.
Yep. Rest in peace, LimeWire. See that's a website I actually agree. Not no fucking TikTok and shit like. Let me tell you something. LimeWire made me discover a lot of my favorite artists and shit like
Right.
that. I ain't gonna hold you. And this was one of the songs that was one of the best known songs I found on LimeWire. Very futuristic. I think next to Call My Name, this might be one of my favorite post 2004 Prince ballads of all time and everything. You know what I'm saying? The way he was singing this was beautiful and
Yeah.
shit like that too. It definitely has the right title, Future Soul Song. A little generic for Prince titles because we're looking at a motherfucker that has songs like "Sexy Motherfucker," "Pussy
Hmm.
Control." Now you're just gonna be now you want to be generic because he became a Jehovah's Witness. And shit. Let me stop. Let me stop. Let me stop.
I like it. I thought it was a nice track. The beat, nice ballad. The background vocals, the guitar played by Prince. And he says, I had a dream last night. I was blindfolded for the first time, and in the dream, I could pilot my thoughts in my mind. And I think it's a beautiful song. I didn't mind the title of it. I just him trying different things with the song titles, and I thought it was one of the best songs on the album.
I agree too. Um, Next track we got is "Sticky Like Glue." This is the light funk that he was doing around this time too. You know what I'm saying? This is like I don't want to say light funk. That's a bad word for it. But like that fucking how can I put this? Organic, natural production that he was doing, stuff that he was doing like as far back as like Emancipation and
Hmm.
everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? Um, Not a bad track. You know, it's not a bad track. I actually like this more than I thought I would like it. You know what I'm saying? But like what shout out to Ann, he said it the best PG-13 Prince and shit.
Hmm. Yeah, this could have been a single. It was had a nice beat to it, and Prince even kicked a little rap on it. And I thought it was a good song.
Yeah, I agree. Like, and you know, Prince rapping can be hit or miss.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's actually one of his better raps.
Hmm.
Sorry about that. I had to text my moms and shit. You know, shout out to moms. Insatiable said, "Sound of the Times was one of my favorite times of Prince." Oh, bro, yes, I agree. You know, it's crazy. A lot. There was some critics that said this was his best album since Sound of the Times, which we'll talk about that. A lot of critics love this album, but Sound of the Times would always be my favorite Prince album. That album, the era, the concert movie, that whole year he was this the whole Dream Factory and then Black Album, and then he was doing the Madhouse, and then he did some shit with Sheila E's third. 87 might be Prince's best year, man. Facts, hands down. But that's another story for a different day. Um, Track number 5, Act of God. This is like one of his Jehovah's Witness songs. I hate to say it, but what it is, you know what I'm saying? Little storytelling and stuff like that too, you know what I'm saying? How, talking about the economy and shit like that too. You know, when it comes to like Prince's conscious political songs and everything like that too, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes they can be very hit or miss. I ain't gonna hold you, but I do respect the fact that he actually goes out the box and talks about some of this shit too. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the best political tracks came like Diamonds and Pearls, like Money Don't Matter Tonight. Classic
Right.
track right there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
But
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, this was good. Had a nice beat to it. You know.
Definitely. Yeah, the beat was fire. You know what I'm saying? I think somebody asked whatever happened to LimeWire. Oh, they went out of business. They went
Hmm.
bankrupt. They went out of business. They fucked up computers and shit.
Hmm.
Um, Next song, Laveau, another one of my favorite tracks on this album and stuff like that too. It definitely has that kind of mystical Prince kind of sound, like Holy River mixing with Wasted Kisses, that kind of Prince sound and shit like that, where he lets his falsetto take the lead and everything like that too. Definitely one of my favorite tracks on the album and shit.
I think melody wise, this sounds like the last track. They sounded similar.
Yeah, I agree.
It was cool though. It was alright.
Yeah, definitely. I Next track is Walking Sand. This is another one of those melodic kind of tracks that kind of sounds similar to the previous ones. You know what I'm saying? This one was I don't hate the
Like,
track to be real with you.
I like this one.
It's
The
I.
ballad, Prince singing in his high falsetto and it had a nice soft beat. The guitar played, the pianos. It was good.
Definitely. Next track is called Sea of Everything. Yeah, Sea of Everything. That's the next track. Again, kind of continuing off with the last track. I kind of prefer this track over the previous because of the instrumentation and how it gave me that more organic kind of feel. You know what I'm saying? So, not a bad track. I actually like this track a lot.
Another ballad. I like it. Prince singing in his falsetto. Nice slow beat. He says, I know you're busy. The world's calling you, and if you don't answer, what will you do? And I think it
Right.
was. I think like the ballads on this album was good.
Yeah, surprisingly, I'm gonna be real with you. I was kind of coming into this album with some low expectations. You know what I'm saying? But
Mhm.
it kind of gave me some of these ballads kind of give me like musicology kind of vibes and shit. You know what I'm saying? But we'll talk more about. I don't want to give out everything yet, but hey, next track, Everybody Loves Me. Ah, yes, egotistical Prince. But this is more Jehovah's Witness, positive, egotistical Prince with an 80s vibe to it. You know what I'm saying? Um, Now I'm gonna be real with you. I do like this song because it's a change of pace. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not gonna as good as the ballads were. I felt like maybe like two, three back-to-back ballads was kind of maybe a bit tiresome. But this one, I can have definitely seen this maybe as like a promo single and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's something for the radio and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it's pretty cool.
It was real poppy. It's like definitely towards the pop crowd, and it was up tempo. It was like a party song, like 1999 type of song, Happy New Year type of celebration song. Even the way that he was singing was like different. Like he was singing more, for the TRL crowd. You know,
Right.
so it should have been a single. They really should have made this a single.
For one, Star Mouth, I agree with you. The song, it is coconuts. I loved it. I agree with you. I don't know if I would call it coconuts though, but hey, I guess
They,
that's a
they got
compliment.
he got his own lingo over there in Russia.
Yeah. All right, and the last track is "Lay Down." So this is actually a hidden track on a track listing, or if you ever by the chance run across the CD, it might call it late track 77, which I hate when artists do that shit. I'm gonna be real with you. I hate when artists they have like a hidden track and they throw in some random fucking number, and then they say, "Oh, the rest of the tracks was already hidden." It's like, so we just already went through 30 tracks. Like, just call it track 10 or track 12 or whatever last track it is. Just call it that. Don't be on this super spy kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? But that's besides the point. I'm ranting. This is gonna be a hot take. This song should have started the album. To be real with you, this is definitely probably the funkiest track on the album. I love like the drumming on this song too. You know what I'm saying? Prince sounded more energetic and vibrant and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? So definitely a fire track. I
He
loved
was
it.
rapping. Yeah, he was rapping on here too, and had like a futuristic sound to it, and so
Yeah. Ah, yes, my favorite part. Now, the verdict. This is an album. It's a good album, but it has some bad decisions. You know what I'm saying? Now, as I said before, my expectations for this album was a little lower than I thought because I'm just like we're getting into the 20 teens, and this is an album where it's like I don't know what to expect. I know it's not we're not going to get into this heights of musicology and 3121 or hell even Planet Earth, but I know we're going to get some good songs though. Which the songs were great. The songs was very good and everything. The ballads was unique. You know what I'm saying? I'll talk to you later. The ballads were unique and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? But it was just like we didn't have a lot of funky Prince. And I know again, Prince was experimenting and everything like that too. And you know, Prince is never the artist to do the same album twice.
right.
You know what I'm saying? However, I feel like this is a nice, fun album. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this is definitely one he specifically made for the fans. Again, he's not trying to break no ground or anything like that too. Now, when we get into the next album, Artificial Age, and everything like that too, that's an album that's a lot to talk about. But I'm
Great
gonna
crap.
save my thoughts on that. You said what?
Great crap.
I disagree. I
I know
highly
you do.
disagree.
I know you do.
So you know what? Controversial decision. I'm gonna give this a 4 out of 5. 2010. I I think I like this a bit more than Lotus Flower, maybe. And that's kind of a hard feat. 'Cause I didn't expect to like Lotus Flower like that. So I'm gonna give this 4 out of 5.
And this is a good album. It should have been promoted. There's no singles. The production was good. The songs, I like nice mix of ballads and up tempo tracks. I'm gonna give it 3.5 mics.
Right. Wow. Prince was still dropping heat at this.
Yeah,
Wow.
and then we come to the shit now from Prince. Unfortunately,
And just to let you guys know, the I'm gonna do a stop and go on the Electrum, the one with the girl group Third Eye Girl
hmm
and stuff. That's gonna be a stop and go review and stuff like that. 'Cause I know Try's not gonna listen to that one.
I already heard it.
And,
I heard it when it
oh,
came
you heard
out.
it?
I don't like that album either.
Well, I never heard it, so
Yeah,
hey,
I already heard it, and he's not all over the album. It's more like the girl is like singing lead.
yeah, that's why it's gonna be a stop and go. So, artificial. Oh, hold on, wait a minute. How can I forget? I forgot. I got the third eye glasses and some shit.
Oh my god! Wow.
Yeah, nigga. When I had these shits back when this album came out, niggas were asking me where I got these shits from. They were all trying to get this
Yeah,
shit.
they wanted you to send it back, get your money back.
Uh, funny shit. Definitely. Okay, I'm gonna stay on for a few minutes and check. I gotta get some rest for work. Yeah, 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 Dartmouth. Like I said, this is the first time I heard this album too, so I was actually very surprised I heard this shit. Mm. But yeah, man, it's like going back to this conversation we had earlier. It's like as a man, it's like I don't see it as like women trick. I just feel like one has to always be treated right and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying?
hmm
And I speak for myself. I was like, I deserve the best in life. I don't want to waste no time with no bullshit.
I hear you.
Now sometimes I may go overboard. Sometimes I may go overboard, but at the end of the day, I can't help it.
You wanted Shorty to come dressed all elegant to a coffee shop.
I never said elegant. I never
Look,
said
you
elegant.
didn't want her wearing joggers, right?
I mean, if she would have wore a jacket, like a regular jacket or some shit like that, I would have said otherwise. I'm just saying, it's like, hey, I deserve the best in life.
Yeah, you wanted Cinderella there. That's what you wanted.
Chill. I ain't seen nothing about no damn Cinderella.
Mm.
But the jacket, I had like the brown fur jacket or some shit. That's what I wore because
But what
it
did she
was pretty.
wear besides the joggers?
She owned like a joggers jacket.
And you didn't like that.
I mean, I just probably expected better.
Mm. Did she look good in at least in the jogger outfit? Oh no.
I mean, she looked good, but at the same time, it's just like she even knew she threw some shit on.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
And
I would just like I said, when the way how I was raised and shit like that. If you going out, if you trying to impress a girl for the first time, you got the men. We gotta look out. We gotta look good and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? We gotta look good,
these niggas
and
out here don't think like you though.
and that's fine. It's not me being bougie. It's just me. It's just the way I was just
I hear
raised
you.
and shit. Yeah,
So make
cause go ahead.
so maybe that's what it is. You just expected more because of the way that you was raised. And
Yeah,
she felt like, yo, what, we just going to have some coffee. I'm gonna just throw on some joggers. I don't need to dress up like Cinderella. You know.
mm.
Now if you all going out to dinner, that's a different story. If she wore joggers to dinner, then I would have been like, what's that about? But it's just coffee.
I know. Trust me, I get it, but still, it's just like you know what else I talked about? Her talking about her ex a lot, her talking about herself a lot, and some
Now
shit like that.
that's a problem too. I mean, for some see that shit wouldn't bother me, but I mean, for a lot of other people, if she talking about her ex all the time, does she miss him? Is she just telling you because she was in a bad relationship with that nigga?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But that shit shouldn't bother you. I mean, she talking to you. You know, she put on her joggers and went to the coffee shop to see you, not to see them. That's how I'm looking at it.
I feel you.
Did you all exchange numbers?
Yeah, I've been got a number.
So how long was y'all talking?
I met her Saturday, and today was the time before now and shit.
And y'all went out today.
Yeah,
So you'll call her back or no?
I told her to hit me up.
Mm-hmm.
I told her to
Has she hit you up since then?
nope,
She hasn't texted you or called you?
nope. I can't always be the one to always hit her up. You know.
Yeah, that's a problem too. If you get a girl number and she not calling you, she preoccupied with other shit.
Yeah, and like I said, would I ever go out with her again? I don't know.
She didn't impress you on the first date,
Nah,
and she not calling you either. That's a problem. Because then it seems like you're chasing her.
right.
Can't do that.
And there's more fish in the sea.
Yep.
I'm watching this crazy ass movie right now where Andy Griffith is playing some psycho and some shit, some black and white movie.
Any good? The hell you
Yeah,
watching?
what's this movie called?
Andy Griffith?
Yeah, hold on. I randomly saw this on Facebook. He just acting like a madman or some shit. Had me dying laughing. It's called A Face in the Crowd. That's what it's called.
No, no, sorry.
I'm like, yeah, this ain't Matlock. This ain't no Mayfair.
Ain't that lot? There's some
This
other
nigga
shit you doing.
for real. He on some other shit in this movie. Like all this nigga doing in this movie, laugh like a psycho when just scaring white people and shit. I was like, okay.
Mm-mm.
Now he's chasing some girl around and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? Shit. This the kind of motherfucker Matlock wants to put away in prison. And shit.
Right? Diddy. This is Diddy. It's Diddy before Diddy.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Now I know why them old niggas, old people love Matlock. That the way how that motherfucker be solving them cases and shit.
Hmm.
That nigga, that nigga be on point with that motherfucker. I'm like, damn, this all. mm. Give me Matlock over Perry Mason any day, man. And then that theme song, dun, 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 dun. I love that theme song and shit.
Yeah.
That's what shows are missing today. Theme song. Now these days they have 5 second snippets and some shit. At least Power got theme songs. At least
Right.
Power,
Right.
because they want to make space for commercials and ad revenues and all that bullshit. Hold on, wait a minute. This shit just turned Spanish. What the fuck? That's weird. That's how you know I'm watching the bootleg side where it just turns Spanish out of nowhere, then goes back to English.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this nigga is just scaring everybody and it's like, Lord have mercy. Anyway, let me answer a few people in the comments and shit. Somebody asked me, did I what's your opinion on Martika's Kitchen? I'm gonna be real with you. I never heard of Martika's Kitchen album, believe it or not. Didn't that come out like 90, 91? I heard many people saying I Can't Make You Love Me, but Prince version is better than Bonnie. Oh, I agree. That's the best version of that song. I agree. I think even Tank did that version. I was like, no, Tank, no, please. Oh Lord. So tomorrow, we're gonna do a top 7 hip hop remixes better than the album version and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? I really can't wait for that one. Um, I'm telling you, this is just the appetizer month. Next month, oh, we got heat for February and shit. We got heat. That I know I'm gonna do that the no limit list by myself because you don't like the no limit movies and
Yeah.
shit.
I like Snoop Dogg, No Limit. That those are 3 albums.
Dartmouth says favorite song on Prince's 2010. I think you came in the review late, but I said my favorite song is Future Soul song.
Can't wait.
Mm, shit, gotta come on time, buddy. I- I'm about to text you the album that John Dixon's gonna send. Yo, let me tell you,
Favorite
John
Isley
Dixon.
Brothers song, Between the Sheets.
Oh, favorite Isley song? Ooh, I'm gonna probably go with. This is gonna be generic. I don't give a fuck, but for the love of you.
Okay.
I hate to say it. Oh, insatiable. That's a good question. Scandalous versus insatiable versus damn you. Oh,
Scandalous.
damn
Like,
you.
yeah,
Damn you. Now, if you would have said scandalous versus insatiable, now that would have been a whole different story. Cause I might have to say that's a tie, but scandalous though,
mhm.
it just has a more darker kind of feel to it.
Like,
I feel like he tried to do scandalous too with insatiable, but insatiable is still good.
we try to get Kim Basinger out of her panties in there. That's all.
I'll show my beat if
Mm-hmm.
you show your did it.
Mm-hmm.
I always, I always, I always hated the music video when they always skip that part. I always hated that video for that.
Yeah.
I just sent you a text, by the way.
Mm. Okay. Wow.
Yeah. Ooh.
Print like a motherfucker.
You said what?
That shit is out of print.
All of this shit is out of print, B. Like, I'm
Yep.
surprised. I'm surprised I got what I got.
Mm-hmm.
But if he sent me that one, all I need is the one the joint from '93
Mm-hmm.
and stuff. That's all I need. I think I'll be complete my collection because I know the shit he did on that certain label. I don't think that came out physically and
Mm-mm.
shit.
Nope. No, no. I think it did. I think they released it recently on vinyl.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yo, Mike, if you're watching this review, we definitely got to talk about this Andy Griffith movie because this shit. Is, I don't know, man. I was like, I'm trying to be stay creative so I can stay out of trouble and shit. I think my trouble days are over.
Yeah.
Trouble.
That's what you say now. Next week you get in trouble with something else.
Nah, 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 nah. I'm actually trying to grow up and shit.
Okay.
Like I said, I don't find trouble. Trouble finds me at the
Oh,
end of
that's
the
what
day.
it is.
But even that's an excuse I don't like using anymore.
Mm.
Hmm. All right, I'm gonna stay on for about 5 more minutes. The one is another great Prince song. Yes, the one I hate. Oh, I hate you. Again, the album version shits all over the single version, man. I was like, especially when he was like, I shake that ass or like tie you. I was like, oh, Prince, man. But I think my favorite Prince ballad of all time is "Adore." He cannot. I don't think he will ever top "Adore" in my opinion.
Mm.
Then you had "International Lover." Ooh, "Do Me, Baby."
Mhm. Yeah.
Oh, we can. What's that one joint? That one joint he did. He did this in like the '90s. White Mansion. In White Mansion. Dun, dun. That was from the Emancipation joint. Yeah, but yes, yes. Prince, like I said, Prince had the. Now let me ask you this, try. Who do you think made the best ballads, Prince or Rick James?
I ain't hear all the Prince ballads though.
You said what?
I ain't hear all of his ballads yet. It's still unreleased shit he got.
Right, right.
Rick James made some good ballads. I know more Prince ballads than Rick though.
As much as I love Prince ballads, I gotta give the slight nod to Rick James because
Okay.
Rick James had "Spacey Love" from the Bustin' Out album. That was a tribute to Patti LaBelle.
Mm-hmm.
Nigga, nigga. Oh my god! And then he had this one joint. As much as I love Fire and Desire, he had this one joint he also did with Tina Marie called "Happy" from
Hmm.
the Throwing Down album. That's just as good as Fire and Desire in my opinion. But niggas might not be ready for that conversation. Um, he had a song with Billy D. Williams. Yes, Billy D. Williams called. I think it's called Tell Me Where to Go," some shit like that. I like the song, but Billy D. Williams is talking too much on that record. It's just like
Ando
shut the fuck.
Polisi. Yeah, it was the Code 45 guy. That's what's his thing. Just talking shit. You
Because
know.
he was doing. I mean, it was good. It was the song was good, but the beat was fire and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just like Billy, please just shut the fuck up. I can go on and on with Vic James. Hell, fucking Hollywood. What y'all know about Hollywood, B? Ooh, Insatiable said Rick James made better funk music. I feel like they were both up to par with their funk. Rick James was like the 8 to 10. Prince was like midnight funk, if that made sense, you know. Now let me ask you this, Insatiable: street songs versus controversy. What
Oh,
was a better album? Because I might have to go with street songs over controversy. I might.
yeah, I'm going with three songs.
Yeah. Oh, Ebony Eyes, Rick James is yes. And I bet you really know Ebony Eyes. I love you. Oh my God, nigga. Oh, I'm gonna take it back with this next one. He had a song from Street Songs called "Make Love to Me."
Mhm.
This this nigga was wild at me. Like another funker that made some good. And yes, I said funker that made some good ballads. Boosie Collins.
Mhm.
Um, I'd rather get with you. He had a song called "Can't Stay Away." Oh my god! See when these fuck motherfuckers when he slow it down for these motherfuckers, I'm not gonna hold you. I'll be bumping that shit because sometimes even the instrumentation was out this like how can one come up with like the beat for "A Love of Your Own" from the Average White Band or even "Would You Stay"? That whole Soul Searching album was like they were funky with that AWB, but they slowed it down for Slow Searching. Um, Ohio players too. Don't even get me started on them motherfuckers.
Mhm.
Yeah. But I'm gonna end this off right here and shit, because it's already 8:06 and I'm about to eat me something. I still got some ribs left over and some shit, boy.
Of course you do.
Oof. Wow, when I tell you I was thinking about that food all day, man. That food was banging last night. Oh my god, boy. Ooh, but yeah, that cooking show's coming very soon. That's all I'm gonna say. Um Dartmouth said, wow, Rick James happy dropping jewelry. That's what me here for. That's what me here.
Right.
Yep. Yeah, that's what
Okay.
we here for. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So this upcoming Tuesday, tomorrow at 6 p.m., we're gonna do our top seven hip hop remixes better than the albums and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? These could be remixes that the music video might trick you and saying think of that version on the album, but then you gotta buy the whole single just to get that remix and shit like that. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Really can't wait to do that shit, you know what I'm saying?
Then they put it on the album with the re-release.
Right, years later. But limited edition too. Cough cough, traffic entertainment and some shit, you know what I'm saying? Insatiable. So, what do you think about Ready for the World? They were Prince and the Revolution wannabes,
Yeah.
but they were
Dollar store.
they were
Dollar store.
dollar store, but they were good dollar store.
Mhm.
That first album was cool. Like Love You
Mhm.
Down.
Mhm.
I was talking about Cougars on that song. Not a
No,
lot of
that's what
people
it
know
was.
that.
You would
Yeah.
know. You would know.
But Oh Sheila. I mean, they had a song called Oh Sheila for God's sakes. Like
Right.
for God's sakes. Like they weren't even creative with it. with it. That's like me having a Destiny's Child tribute band and then having a song called "Oh Michelle." Like, come
Mhm.
on, man.
Mhm.
All right, Wednesday. I want to say Wednesday at 6 p.m. Oh, then we're doing a lot of 6 p.m. reviews. Okay, we're going to do a Sherelle with the High Priority. This is the request CD Galore did and stuff like that. Too. Shout out to CD Galore, by the way. You know what I'm saying? And then Thursday, we're going to go to North Carolina's Finest with J. Cole with that Sideline Story
Mhm.
at 11 p.m. and stuff like that. Which I'm surprised I never reviewed and shit like
Yeah.
and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? I don't even have that record. I think that's like the only next to the off season. That's the only Cole record I don't have at the
Mhm.
moment. You know what I'm saying? And then we're gonna round it up Saturday. We're gonna go into our pop bag and shit like that with Holland Oates with H2O. Ooh,
Yep.
ooh. Holland Oates, get your shit together and get back together. Stop playing around, motherfucker. Let me stop. Y'all too old for this shit.
Mm-mm-mm.
Y'all too old for this shit. Anything you want to say before we head out?
Tomorrow I'm recording an episode with Lashia for her game show,
Oh shit.
and Wednesday I'm gonna go live Wednesday with Rocker, and you know he's heartbroken that his Lions lost. I know he wants to rant about that, so we're gonna talk some NFL postseason matchups, and yeah, it'll be fun.
That's what's up. Shout out to Rocket by the way and shit. What
Yeah.
what time are you going live with Rocket by the way?
Huh?
What time are you going live with Rocket by the way?
On Wednesday,
Yeah.
I'll be regular time, like 8:30. Just gonna talk
Okay.
some football, and I know he's heartbroken. The Lions fans are crushed, and you know we're gonna talk some postseason football.
Got you. Uh so other than that, this has been a very fun review. Um, in case you guys missed the review or y'all came late and shit like that too, you know what I'm saying? We talked about Prince's 2010 album, you know what I'm saying? Which was released in 2010.
Duh.
Niggas might think it's released in 1992 because it's not like Prince released an album years named a year years later, some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So, so I feel like it's a valid statement, honestly. But hey, fuck it.
They lost to the Commanders.
Hmm. But yeah, man. So this album, I want to say it's out of print at the moment, but you never know with the state. You never know if they're
Yeah,
gonna reissue it or not.
yeah.
So yeah. So appreciate this try as usual, and I'll see y'all motherfuckers later. Peace.
Peace.